Well, I was excited to do a Zoom because I know Rob and I had chatted, and it's just been busy. I know December was busy for a lot of people, and I want to thank you guys all for your nice gift. It was so thoughtful. I started crying. It was so nice. But I want you guys to know that I don't know, for me, I needed a fresh new year. I really did. I needed, I don't know, like it's like a fresh start, like a fresh start on life, I guess you can call it, right? Just to get rid of all, I don't know. I don't want to say that my 2018 was terrible, but just a lot of crap, right? And I think we all have stuff, right? And so I know for me, I was really excited about a fresh new year. Just all the excitement that's coming. You guys are all in the States. So have you guys been finding that this thermo fight has been good for you guys so far?
Well, I've had a lot of customers that, just a lot of my loyals that have just seen my post and just went and ordered it. And then I messaged everybody. So I have had like customers that are loyals but haven't, ordered in a long time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I've gotten like a couple new people on it. So
that's awesome. And you know what? Like I know we're waiting for it to come here, and they're going to come out with more exciting things at conference. And I know they're changing up like customer plan. They're doing a lot of changes, which is really exciting. I don't know like all the ins and outs, but I did talk to Cami earlier, and it's going to be really exciting with everything that is coming. So I'm excited about that. And, I just want you guys all to know that, like, we're in this together, and, whether your goal is to go Ruby or Emerald or Diamond or Double or Triple or whatever your goals are, to make a plan. If you need help from me, I asked in the groups and the team page, anyone who wanted like a coaching call or anything, or a Zoom, or anyone that needed help with like charting or anything, to please just ask. I've been trying to get to everybody's messages. So if I don't respond right away, I'm getting to them. So what do you guys feel that you guys need help with, or what do you guys feel like you need to work on? I feel like everybody, and I was chatting with a couple of my girls yesterday, because they're kind of in the same boat as a lot of people. They're really working towards promotion. I said, honestly, steps to success. Bringing in new distributors, bringing in new people. You don't have to bring in 1 million people every month, but if everybody brings in a couple distributors, the power of one, right? If everybody on your team brought in 1 to 2 distributors every single month, it's crazy. Robin, what are you eating? It looks good.
Salad.
Salad? Oh, mm-hmm. I thought it looked like a potato. Well, I don't want salad. I want a potato. Anyway,
no.
But honestly, you guys, the power of one. It's so important. I think a lot of times we wait for people to come to us. I know for me, you guys know I posted that thing on the team page yesterday and in the chat about how Carol Ann was saying how she had a crappy December, right? And she signed up 1 customer, I think, right? She just wasn't focusing on anything. She just didn't care. And then the fresh new year came, and she decided that, okay, I'm going to sign up distributors and customers. I'm just using her as an example because she had made a post on her team page, so I shared that. But it's the same thing with me. If I don't focus on bringing in new distributors and customers and following up with people, I don't sign people up. I just don't. Like there could be days that go by and I don't put up a product post, and all I'm doing is talking about the opportunity and post about other things, right? But I'm always using my stories. But not everybody looks at your stories, right? If you're using Instagram, I know I was chatting with Meredith earlier, and I told her, I said, if you don't feel like you're great at Instagram, and if you're better at Facebook, focus on Facebook. Like, you don't have to do everything. You know what I mean? Like, I know we can do anything, but we can't do everything. Like, Cindy, I'm not going to say you need to do Instagram, Facebook. You can't do everything. Like, you have to focus on the few things that are going to work for you and do it, right? Now, if you're doing really well on Instagram and you really want to pursue that, and it is great, but it does take time, and so with Meredith, she was just saying how she likes to connect with people more one-on-one, and, I love face-to-face too, but I also really like social media because I know how it works for me, but it's connecting with those people. It's growing those relationships. It's meeting new people. It's following up. It really is following up. I will always sign up a distributor if I follow up with them, if I'm talking to them, if I'm, really connecting with them, right? Because they're going to join with you based on you being their friend and you helping them and you being there for them. And, and I think a lot of times, like I know for me, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because, when new people start up or new people on someone's team, or if you guys have new people on your team and you need help with them, like honestly, we don't want to just post them on like a page. I've done this before where I get overwhelmed and I put someone on a page and I tag them in things, or I put them on the Diamonds Daily page, and we all do that. But I feel like not everyone, like if someone put me on a page, I would be able to go figure things out. But a lot of people need their hand held, like say I sign up Robin and I'm just like, okay, see you later, Robin, like here you go. But I want to help Robin. I want to put her on the pages and I want to explain to her what we do, how we work, how we work the teams and everything, and how we work together, and whether it's online parties every week, like Cindy did a great one last night, or the Zoom tonight after this will be really good, you guys. It'll be really good to hear from Leanne, you guys, because she's one again who was really skeptical and wanted to join me for like 3 years, and she kept saying she was joining and then she totally ghosted me, and then her husband would message me and then I'd text him back and he wouldn't respond, right? So she's going to share her story tonight, and she just decided that she was like rock bottom and she had to make this work, right? She'll probably share about her story, but they really needed to make the money. And so she came in. You guys, I have never seen anyone on our team get 40 customers in a month. Like I've never seen that happen. Like I think the most customers I ever got in a month was like 15. But she got 40 customers in her first month. Like what? And again, I'm not comparing at all because I want to learn from her, right? But like it's just funny because she was the biggest skeptic, and like and her second or few days that she joined, she was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Some people were kind of negative to her, and I said to her, I said, listen, you need this, and you watch me, you want this, so don't even worry what other people think, right? So I feel like in this business, I've had a lot of disappointment. I know we've had people, you guys, who have joined and then they quit right away, or they say that we don't help them. I mean, oh my gosh, like we know the list is like super long with people like that. And it happens all the time, right? Like, because, Mark was saying on our Zoom the other day, like 20% of people work. I don't even think it's 20%. I think it's like 10 to 15%. But then again, like you don't need everybody working. Imagine if every single person, how many people I have on the team, you guys, who say like, oh, they're doing this, they need it, and they say that for a year, like, and nothing ever happens, right? So you need to look at your team and see who your workers are going to be, right? And if you need help, please ask, me, Robin, like I'm happy to help too. But I don't want to say don't waste your time. Don't spend time on someone if they don't really care, right? Like your time is valuable. I know for me, I have a girl on one of my teams and she keeps messaging me and she wants my help, yet she doesn't like take any of my advice or anything. I said to her, I said, girl, I really want to help you, but like you're not like taking any action or anything. Like, so how am I helping you here, right? So make sure that you're giving your time wisely to people who are working, who are showing up, on Zoom. I mean, not everybody can get on a Zoom. I get it. But make sure on your team who wants to make $500. If someone's just joined and they don't care, like don't sign people up just to sign them up for a spot. Like I really want people to want to do this, and again, there's a lot of people who join and it's okay. It might take them a little while, or they might, maybe there's something going on in their life and they can't do anything at that time, but really ask them, like, why are you joining? What do you want out of this? What do you want to make a month? What is your why? Like, find out who they are. Because I'm telling you right now, when I get connected with a distributor and a new person like that, and I ask them why they're doing this, and I get them to say it and talk about it, I'm telling you, it's way more powerful. And, you can hold them accountable to that. Like, if someone's having a bad day, like, hey, girl, like, remember you said that you need this and you want this and for your kids or for your debt or whatever it is, or you want to leave your job. So when you're really connecting with that new distributor and you're helping them, and again, you can't be their mom and be there 24/7, but at the same time, you kind of really have to, like for the first month and a bit, at least, you need to really be there for them. After like 2 or 3 months, like Cindy, you know how I was just mentioning before we started the Zoom about that girl who was commenting to you, like she's a person, she's my neighbor, and she joined in October, and she literally messages me nonstop every single day, and I don't even reply to her anymore. And she's my neighbor. Like, it's kind of awkward, right? But the thing is like she joined, she doesn't really need the money, and I feel like she just likes to bug me all day, right? And I feel like she does, right? And so I tell her, I'm like, honestly, like you need, like, I'm not going to, like, you know, I know who I'm talking about, and nothing against her, but I need to spend my time wisely on the people who need my help, right? Like I can't, like, I don't know. She's retired, and she just, I don't know what she does all day. And she like wants to come over, and I'm just like, she's just, you guys, oh my gosh. But you guys, there's people like that, you know, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't have time. I just don't have time. Like I can't sit around with her all day. I would rather spend time with people like with you guys on a Zoom or a call or whatever you guys need, or someone, doesn't matter. I have a lot of girls who live here. You guys, there's a girl on Joanna's team, and she joined last February or March, and I have invited her to every meetup, every get together, every single thing. I have never met her. And she joined like 10 months ago. And she really needs this, yet I've never met her, right? Always something, right? But like, I just don't even, I just don't, you know, connect with her anymore. So really be honest with your team. Ask your team why they're here. If someone's just here because they want to make $100 a month, that's great, right? If someone's here because they want to become a ruby or an emerald or a diamond, really make sure, like, if anyone needs help with the charting, like, honestly, ask. I know how to chart. I know what to do. But you need to make sure you have a couple people working the business with you. You can't do it all on your own. I mean, I always think that people can get to emerald, diamond, doing things, but like mostly on their own, but ideally you don't want to. You want to at least have 2 people working with you, right? You know, it's tough because, I mean, you guys know Chelsea left the business, right? Up and left, right? And all I heard about it was from everybody else, right? But you know what, you guys? It sucked, but I was like, if she wants to go, she can go, and it's fine. And I'll tell you right now, most of her team stayed. And the thing is that I said this earlier in a chat, is when people quit or when people try another business, it's just because they stopped working the business that they were in, right? Like, you know, I honestly think that anyone could do any business and be successful if they are passionate or excited in it. And I wish people well, whatever. But the thing is that the skills that someone needs to do in any business is to focus on working on themselves and helping other people, right? So, you know, any business that girl, that Chelsea goes to, her first issue is her, right? And again, I don't want to talk about her, but I'm just stating an example, right? So the biggest thing, you guys, is what do you guys want for the rest of January? What do you want for February? What do you want for the next few months to look like in your business?
I'm bringing in new blood.
I was so excited this morning when I saw the new girls on the sneak peek group.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's exciting. Hey, Robin?
Yeah, it is. And that was just really, I mean, like, that was from just inviting last minute last night to that party. Like, that's how I'm doing it from now on. Because I just find when I message, like, you know, 30 to 50 people, and you're doing it, you know, a couple days in advance or whatever, and then you know, you got to go on and you got to remind them again. And I'm like, heck, like last night I was just following up with people anyway. And then I just was looking to see who was online. And I'm just like, hey, you know, we got an online event in, you know, half an hour. And like I had 6 people on there.
Yeah.
And that was probably from, I mean, that was probably, I mean, I only had like one person, like I had a couple people not respond. And then one person said that, you know, she had something coming up, but you know, it turned out pretty good. I was pretty excited.
That's awesome. And that's the thing. It's like every single person, and I'm saying that to like all my girls, it doesn't matter if someone's a newbie or if someone's been in the business a year or longer or where we are, whatever, it doesn't matter. The thing is that anyone can bring in new people. Like, you know, and sometimes we get this mental block in our head. It happens to me. I'm sure it happens to all of us. But I know for me, I have to focus on, you know, bringing in, hi, Christy. You got a fluffed hair. Look at you. Ooh, I like it. Can you come do my hair? Oh my gosh, it's a mess. But you know what? The biggest thing is like, we have to focus on putting out what we want. Like, I talk about the business so much because honestly, it's funny, Christy, because we were talking about hair before we started. But the biggest thing, you guys, I talk about the business all the time. I talk about, even when I first started, I talked over and over again why I joined, because people want to join you based on your story and who you are and why you're doing this. And that's why they're also going to buy products from you based on who you are and why you're doing this, right? Like, I mean, your stories sell, right? And I mean, we are shares people. I don't want to say that we're salespeople, but the person who shares their why and their story and, you know, their passion and why they do this, those people are going to be the ones who sign up the most people. You know, like, you're going to get your message out there and you have to share your story. You have to share your why. And, you know, I was talking with one of my girls, like newish girls, the other day, and she's like, well, what if I don't want to share everything? I'm like, you don't have to share everything about why you're doing this. Because I told her, I'm like, absolutely don't share. Because she's like, I have family and certain people on my Facebook and I don't feel comfortable. And I'm like, you know what, that's okay. Like, you know, I think like, honestly, I'm an open book now. I'll share anything. But I think the more vulnerable you are, the more honest and real you are with people, your struggles are going to relate to someone more than your success. Sure, you can talk about the income potential, you know, I never like to, like, you know, talk about, but look at the Duns, how they talk about like making their $100,000 a month. I mean, like, to me, like us, we know that's what black diamonds make, but like anyone else like outside looking at that, they're gonna be like, what the heck? These people make what? They're gonna be like, what are they talking about? Like, they're full of crap, right? But like, you know, I really like the Duns, and I think they're really good people, right? But some people might look at that and they'll be like, those assholes, right? But I love the Duns, right? But like, even Denise and I was talking.
It's just not relatable, you know.
It's just not relatable, right? But that's why when I shared in the chat, you guys, today, I forget which group it was in, that girl who was paid, she made like $400 or $300 last December, and then this December, her check was like $25,000. And that's in a year. Like, you know, like, things can change pretty quickly. And I'm not saying everybody in a year is going to go from 400 to 25,000, but it can absolutely happen. And the only reason, I was saying in the chat earlier how, you know, and Cindy, I know you and I chatted, I know, you know, like, I think we you know what I meant, right? But like, the people who get to the top, like Denise and all those people, like the top 10 or top 100 or whatever, I just mean that those people, myself, whatever, you guys who have lost people on your team, those people have gone through struggles, meaning in business alone, okay? Like, it's so funny to me when someone comes in, they're like, oh my gosh, my new distributor is not working. And then that person like literally wants to quit. I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know how many distributors I've had join and who have done nothing? Or have quit, or have like blocked me, or like, it's crazy the things that happen, right? And it's just because that's people. Like, I would never do that. Like, I would be honest with someone and be like, you know, this isn't for me or whatever, right? But the thing is like, don't ever be upset if someone joins and doesn't work the business. Like, I actually got a message from Amanda last night, you guys, Amanda Sobey, and she was like, oh my gosh, yeah. She was like, I was like, whoa, like, where'd she come from? And she was so nice and was just giving me the nicest compliments. Like, I don't know, like, I still have to respond to her last message that she sent me. And I don't know, like, you know, people are watching you. Like, I know she was going through a lot in her life. And like, the thing is that we all go through things in our life, pain, hardship, losses. And like, I understand that everybody goes through that, but I want you guys to know that, like, the shit that we deal with, pardon me, I'm swearing lots today. I don't know why. Like, it's going to either make you or break you. Like, you hear a lot of these success stories of people just in life and top people. Like, you know, the Amazon guy, he's worth like $800 billion or something.
120 some billion.
Yeah, that's it. But like,
He's getting divorced, and his wife will probably get.
I know, I saw that. But like, I mean, even if like he has half of that, he'll be okay, right? But like, people made fun of his idea, and like people made fun of like Amazon and like Oprah and like the girl from Harry Potter and her books. Like, people, like, anyone can be an entrepreneur or business owner, and the people who go through the most no's or the most naysayers, you guys, I literally had a friend, and I made a post about it on Facebook the other day. I literally had a friend who reached out to me after my dad passed away, and I had to talk to her. And she reached out to me and she sent me the nicest message, you guys, right? It was so nice because she saw the obituary. And then she just, like, in the next breath, she's like, oh, I really want to come by and like see your mom and you. And like, I used to be friends with her like a long time ago. And it was really, really nice. And then in the next breath, she was like, yeah, I just kind of stopped following you because your posts were so annoying. And she just went on and on, like just laying and like just drilling into me. I was like, whoa, what just happened? It was like rude. It was like really rude. And normally I just wouldn't care and I'd laugh it off. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then I sent her a voice message because she like wanted to get together. I said, you know what? I said to her, Rena, you know, I really appreciate you reaching out to me. It was very nice. But you know what? I just was taken back by all that stuff you just said about me. And I just felt, you know, I'm like, it's totally okay. I wish you the best and take care. And then she wrote me like a bunch of apology messages. But like, just don't waste your time on stupid people. Like, right? Like, I would never say so. Like, she works at a nail salon and she's like 39 and lives with her parents. I offered her this business years ago and she made fun of me. So, like, there's nothing wrong being 39 living with your parents. It's not what I mean. But like, she's single. Well, maybe a little. She's single, miserable with her life. Like, just miserable, right? And it's like there's going to be miserable people all over. Like, they're everywhere. They're everywhere, right? So, like, honestly, when I get miserable people, I just try and be nice to them because I'm just like, these poor suckers, like, you know, and just forgiving people because I don't have time for people like that. Like, and the more you get that.
That's like the lady today that messaged me, you know, about, she was on one of my polls about the guarantee. And I told her, you know, what it was. And she just messaged back all shitty. And then I couldn't even message back because she blocked me on Messenger.
But, you know, Robin, like, if you were a brand new distributor, something like that could make someone quit. And like, if something like that happens to me, I just laugh. Oh, yeah. Like, okay, whatever, right? Yeah, but like, you have to have a thick skin in this business. Like, you have to be tough in this business because there's a bunch of assholes out there, right? But the biggest thing, there's a lot of really, really great people. Sorry for all my swearing. I don't usually swear so much. I'm on a roll today. But like, the thing is like, I think people, I don't know, like, I'm a sensitive person. I take things to heart, but honestly, if anyone offends me or says anything to me, I'm just like, whatever. Like, that person's obviously struggling with something in their life and it has nothing to do with me, and I really don't care. Right? So I don't know where I was going with that, but I was just saying, like, if you have people in your life who are miserable and like, get away from them. Like, and if there's people on your team who are, wow, Christy, your hair looks really good now. Look at it. Just boom. It looks so nice now. That was quick. Can you come do mine? Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so I know quite a few of you guys are going to conference. Are all of you going to
conference? Except Cindy and Margie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, I'm really excited, you guys. It's going to be fun. I think I'm going to plan like, I think I'm going to do like a dinner on the Saturday or something. And I was saying, who was I saying that to? Christy or Robin? I forget who I was saying. Honestly, like a few weeks ago, I wasn't even like, I was going to always go, but I hadn't bought my plane ticket. And then everything happened. And I was like, you know what? I need to go. Jay's like, let's go. We committed. Like, let's just do it. So I'm excited. I warn you guys, I'm like really pregnant. Like, if one more person says like, "Oh my gosh," I had like 3 or 4
Stand up
people.
and show us.
Stand up. I want to see.
Stand up and show us.
Oh, not right now. I'm like in my pajamas.
Oh, honey, come on.
Really?
I'm in my pajamas. I'll take a picture for you after.
We're all in our pajamas.
Yeah, but mine is not right now.
That's all you're going to hear at conferences.
I'll take a picture. It's ugly. It's bad.
Pictures aren't the same.
What?
Pictures aren't the same.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's just us.
I'm wearing all black. See, you can't tell with all black.
Oh, wow.
Oh, see.
Next time.
Get up and stand up there. Come
No.
on. Come on.
Stand up.
No.
Come
I have
on.
no bra on. I have no bra on either.
Come on. Neither do I. Come on. Stand up.
You have
I
to
don't
wait.
wear a bra anymore. I don't wear a bra.
You have to wait.
Yeah, Robin made that pose before.
I have to. Oh my gosh, you guys, they've gotten so big, it's frightening. Oh,
Good.
you know what Harley says to me? She says, "Mommy, your boobies got so big because Jesus is filling them with milk for the baby."
Aw.
I was like, oh my
That
gosh.
sounds like something that came from Grandma.
She was so excited about the bath bomb. I was going to take a picture and she just like, yeah.
Oh.
She was so pumped. She made Jay and I do it with her right away, of course. But yeah, so, okay, you guys talk. I want to know what your goals are and what you guys are going to do.
Okay, so hold on. If Margie's going to talk, then Erica wants me to FaceTime her because her and Sam want to listen to Margie talk.
Okay, because Margie's got a lot of potentials right now, so we want to know what Margie's doing.
I want to know too. I'm here. I just have to check my message quick.
Hold on, let me get Erica on the phone. Margie, are you ready to talk?
Why Erica just can't get on the Zoom? What's the difference between you FaceTiming and her getting on the Zoom? What's the difference?
Because they don't have their computer set up and she doesn't want to do it on her phone. Hold on. Hi there.
Problem child.
Hi. Okay, so we're about to talk with Margie. I was just about to FaceTime you. You don't want to FaceTime? Okay. Go ahead. Let's talk with Margie.
Hey, Margie. Here's Margie. Well, we can't see Margie's face.
I know we can't see her. That's why it's, yeah.
On mute.
Hold on, we're getting her set up. Margie, are you there?
She's muted.
Okay, hi. Can you see me?
Hi.
Oh, there you are. Okay, so I'm a slow learner, not
Okay.
a learner, just a slow turtle mover. And what I have learned in the past couple of weeks is that people want this product. Want this product big time. So
Well, we know that. So what do you?
yeah,
Where'd you go?
How are you getting the word out there, though? Like, what are you doing differently?
I'm a one-on-one type person. I am not really good on social media, so I'm doing it one-on-one. I'm that old-fashioned Tupperware girl, you know, where you go out and you talk to the people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good way to promote and quick. That's what I did from in the beginning to get to Diamond really quick, was one-on-ones. That's awesome.
Yep, that's what I do because I'm not really tech savvy or anything. So
Good for you.
That's
So
awesome.
you're getting lots of customers?
well, in the past week, I've had 2 people ask me about the product. You know, I've told them about it in the past and they weren't really interested or anything. And all of a sudden it's the new year, so people are interested in losing weight or whatever. So
Yeah.
so they've come to me. I haven't gone to they've come back to me and asked me what do you have that you can do for me to help me with this? And then I was down at, okay, my favorite watering hole. I'm going to tell you, I'm at my favorite watering hole. And I've got guys asking me, guys, not women, but guys asking me, wow, so this can help me with something? This gentleman was talking about his joint pain, his, arthritis and stuff. And I mentioned that we have a product called collagen. And another guy sitting next to me says, oh my God, yeah, man, I've got this stuff collagen that I rub on my body. And I said, well, this isn't a rub product. It's something that you mix with water and you drink it. And it tastes, really good, like fruit punch or something. So I had 3 people tonight take my Blitz cards just because of that.
Good.
Yeah. And I'm a slow turtle. I know. I've been in the business for a while, and I'm a slow turtle. But by golly gee whiz, these people are getting interested, and that's all I care about.
That's awesome.
It's not about the money to me. I'd really like to have some. But to help these people, I mean, that's the amazing thing about these products. You can help the people.
Right.
And
so when you give out your Blitz cards, do you get their info too?
No, but I know where they're at.
Okay. Because that's really important. That's one thing in the beginning. I was
follow up.
I can give out Blitz cards, but if I don't have people's info, it's a lot. The big thing is following up with people, right? So.
Well, this is not like strangers I'm giving these Blitz cards to. These are people that I know.
Oh, gotcha.
People that I see frequently. So, yeah. So that's why I'm saying I'm a slow starter. You guys are way out there beyond me. You're doing things that are marvelous.
We all learn. Honestly, I'm learning a lot from a lot of my newbies right now. And I've been in the business for years. So everybody does their business differently. There's people who are, top in the company who do things totally different from someone, right at the next rank, right? The next, so a lot of people love social media. A lot of people love doing one-on-ones and parties and vendor events, but it all comes down to like what we're doing and, what we need from this, right? And how we're helping people, like you said.
That's what it means most to me, is helping the people.
That's awesome.
If the money comes later, that's fine. I would love to have the extra money and all that stuff. But to make people healthy, to make them get their goals and make their goals health-wise, I think that means most to me than anything. And the few people that I talk to, the few people that I frequent with, they're getting the word out. I mean, I've got this one girl at work. I gave her a card, a Blitz card, probably 6 months ago. And all of a sudden, she come up to me today and she said, so that pixie stick thing you have, does it come in another flavor? No, I don't think so. And Robin, and Cindy, that's why I asked you, is there any way that they're going to come up with another flavor? Because some people don't like lemon. They just don't like lemon. And obviously, at this time, we don't have another flavor. But by golly gee whiz, I gave her the berry greens to go, and she is ready to sign on. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, little things like that. Just little things like that, Yeah. Okay, that's all I got, guys. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for always being there. I'm a slow turtle, but you guys are wonderful, and I thank you for being there for me.
Margie, you're amazing. You're amazing. Anything we can do to help, girl, and just ask any questions that you have. And you've always been a sponge for any information that we have. So I appreciate you.
Go, Margie.
Thank you.
Erica says, go, Margie. She's on the phone.
Bless your little heart, Erica. You're the one that got me into this, girl. Thank you.
That's Sam's mom?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I know this. My brain.
Yeah, she's Sam's mom.
That's what I thought. Oh, I love your son. I only met him once. He's very nice.
You met my son?
Yeah, I met him at Cindy's house.
Holy crap! I love you guys. If it wasn't for you, I would not still be in this business. And I know I'm slow. I know Stella's there, you know, Deb's there.
You know
They-
what?
they
Stop
started
calling
after
yourself.
me.
You know what? Stop calling yourself slow. Stop calling yourself a turtle. Stop saying that. Because you're
No, hey, we win the race, man. We win the race. Don't tell me I'm not a turtle. We win the
You're a
race.
sponge. You're a sponge, girl. You are absorbing everything that's put out there in front of you. So
That's awesome.
you're doing amazing, Margie.
Good for you.
Thank you. I'm going to try. I'm keeping it up. This is my year.
Thanks for
I
sharing.
don't know if I'm going to promote or anything, but this is my year. Thank you, guys. I love you all.
Does anyone else want to share anything about what their goals are? Or I know for me, you guys, this year, my goal is to get to ambassador. And yeah, and my goal is to obviously help those who are running for their promotions too, and you know, needing this, and this team's a huge part of that too. So yeah.
Well, mine's double right now, but I'm looking at summer, July triple, and December presidential. So then I can claim I'm on my wall.
Let's do it.
December check will be $16,295.
And you know what? Everyone can do it. That's the thing, you guys. I'll tell you the biggest thing, you guys, is right here. Right here.
Mhm.
That's the biggest thing with it all. I will tell you right now. I've been through ups and downs in the business, in my life, physically, mentally, with family, just crap. And I know everyone goes through stuff too. But if you really need this business to happen, it can totally happen for everybody. It's just, honestly, I'll say it's 80% mindset.
Mhm.
And then, of course, the 20%, you know, taking action, being consistent, and really, like, hustling with it. But anyone can make that happen, Robin. And, like, you know what? I know you need this.
It's
What?
like, I just read Chad's book. Like,
I love him.
yeah, like it was really awesome. Like his
They're
story.
so amazing. I want to get another Zoom going with them. That Zoom was amazing we had with them that time.
I mean, I think I just had like a funky off year, you know, and I think it was in my head, you know, it's like my mind was not right. I wasn't focusing on development like I was, you know, like the year before.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm doing power hours. No one got on any this week, but that's okay. I'm doing it for myself. Usually I have,
I'm sorry. I wish I could be a morning person. I'm just, you guys.
like, I am not a morning person at all.
I
Like,
used to be, and then,
that's how we met.
and then I get pregnant, and then,
yoga. I don't know how I ever went to 5:30 yoga. Like,
yeah.
honestly, because I'm like, the alarm goes off at like 5 o'clock, and I'm like, ugh. But I was like, well, I could do them in the afternoon, and then in the evening, it's just there's always
You know what?
something
Honestly, people can do their own power hours. You're just, you know,
Yeah.
it's great that you're doing them. You know, I really appreciate it. I know a lot of the girls do their own power hours. I do my own throughout the day.
yeah, and that's just it. I mean, it's
I
not.
woke up at 11 o'clock today, which is like so unheard of. I don't normally sleep in that late, but I haven't been sleeping well.
It's okay, Dennis. Oh my goodness. You've had stress for quite some time. So good for you.
I know the hardest part, you guys, is that I really try and be strong because that is my role as a leader, I find, to the team. But like, I don't have an upline, right? So sometimes it's hard for me. Like, I love when people come to me and talk to me and vent to me, but like it's hard sometimes if you have like a million people messaging you in one day complaining about everything, and I'm just like, that's hard on your mindset, right? So honestly, now if someone messages me and I don't like what they're saying, I just don't respond. Like, I just don't respond, right?
Well, bless your heart. You shouldn't have to,
You know what
sweetheart.
I mean? Because that's one thing that Denise taught me, because more negativity, if I read a negative message first thing in the morning, I'm just like, really? Like, and you know what? I'm telling you right now, like, I just can't listen to it, right? I just can't listen to it. Like, we all you know, we all have our shit going on. We all have life. We all, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day,
Amen.
the more we talk about it, it's okay to vent. I know Rob and I, we vent about stuff. Like, that's different. Like, that's life, right? But, like, it's different when you're like, oh, my God. Like, oh, and people, I'm just like, I just can't listen to it, right? So we have the Zooms for people. We have the parties for people. We have everything that everybody needs. And it's just up to the person to apply it, right? So,
Yes.
you know, and, you know, when we have new distributors or people watching us, like,
venting about my husband.
what?
I'm usually just venting about my.
Oh, no, I know you and I. No, I
about-
think, no, I just mean you and I just venting about life. That's different. You know what I mean?
That's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob and I are close. But, like, it's tough, right? Because sometimes, like, you know, a lot of girls on my team are my friends. And sometimes it's hard, you know, to have that fine line between being a friend with someone and being, like, a leader for that person, right? And trying to help that person. And sometimes I feel like I try and give tough love, but I don't want to upset anyone, or I don't want to say the wrong thing. Or you guys remember, like, a year ago, Robin, remember when I used to, like, a year ago or so, when we used to do, like, shout outs or make tags and stuff for people? If you forgot one person, if I forgot to tag someone, oh my gosh, it was like I'm a devil. And, like, oh my gosh, like, people would get so upset. People would message me, like, being like, I can't believe you didn't. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Like, you know, like, it's like, we're all adults here. Like, if someone forgets to tag someone, like, figure your stuff out, right? So I just don't have time for people's crap anymore. Like, it's like, if people are going to complain and stuff about not being tagged in something, maybe there's a reason that person wasn't tagged in something. Maybe they should start showing up and doing something. Remember? Oh my gosh, some of the people. But it's okay. Like, I will tell you right now, the people who stick in this business are the ones who need it, who love it, who, you know, who just want more and want to be there for other people and help people. But there's going to be a lot of people, you guys, who quit too. And that's okay. I've been through it a lot. Like, I've had people quit. Like, I don't know. Like, it's okay. There's always someone else who comes in and needs it or wants it. It's okay. Oh, that was good orange juice. I never drink.
Yeah, I bet that's what was in there. Oh, yeah, you're pregnant. I'm sorry.
I never drink orange juice, but all of a sudden I'm really into orange juice. I don't know why. But, like, at the end of the day, you guys, like, there's one thing that really, what did I read it today or yesterday? Like, if you really want to promote to Diamond or Double Diamond or whatever that promotion is, like, you need to be working like the person that is going to get there. Like, I remember when I started, you guys, I really had to make Diamond happen. And so I really had no idea what I was doing with the charts or anything. I didn't have an upline. I didn't have anyone to really help me or guide me. But I knew what I needed to do. I knew I had to be excited, consistent, share what I was doing. And I knew I had that roadmap out in front of me. And I just had to get there, right? So the biggest thing, you guys, is, like, I know the biggest thing, you guys, is the hurdles in our mind. You know what I mean? Like, we take a few days off, or something happens and then we take another week off, or, oh, we'll wait till next month. Oh, we'll wait till conference. Oh, we'll wait till the announcement. You know what I mean? The biggest thing is you can always wait. Oh, you're going to take a picture?
I look like shit.
It better be good.
Woo-hoo!
But the biggest, are you still
Margie,
taking
move
pictures?
your thumb. Margie, move your thumb.
Oh, God, I have a thumb? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is.
Move it. Margie, move it.
Ah!
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
But the biggest thing, you guys, is just making a decision of what we want, right? Like, it's just, I think, like, again, people have things that happen in their life and it throws them off course. And I know a lot of people work full time or have kids and they're exhausted. And I totally understand that. And I have a lot of empathy and I, you know, have a lot of respect. And because I understand people are busy and have a lot of life happen. But I also know that those same people really need this, right? So, you know, it's just like we have to get over our shit sometimes, right? Like, when I see someone on my Facebook who's on the team and really needs this, and they say that they're like binge watching Netflix, I'm just like, really? Like, really? Right? Christy, no, I haven't seen you do that. No, but I'm just saying, no, I'm just joking. You just made that look at me. I wasn't saying you. You just made that look at me.
But you could, this business is so cool that you could actually binge watch Netflix and enroll
No,
customers.
I can't.
Oh, I do.
I can't. No,
Multitasking, Cindy, multitasking.
I can't. I cannot sign up customers and distributors if I'm watching Netflix. I can't. I personally can't.
I do. I just sit there and just keep doing it. I think, okay, so I wanted to say that November, December were like my 2 busiest months. I enrolled, I believe, 4 distributors in December and 3 loyal customers. And in November, I enrolled the opposite, 3 distributors and 4 loyal customers.
Good for you.
I really feel like November and December, and it's all about planting those seeds, girls.
Yeah.
It's all about talking to people.
Cindy, your algorithm's pretty good because I see a lot of your stuff.
I'm glad to hear that.
No, but you talk about the business a
everything
lot.
I'm supposed to do.
You talk about your story a lot. You talk about your business. I'm just saying that, you do talk about that a lot, and I've noticed that, right? So the thing is that people are going to stop and read it. You know, like people are going to, like, you have a good story. You all have a good story, right? But we all have a good story. We all just have to share it. And if there's something that you don't really want to share about your story, you don't have to like give all the nitty gritty, right? Like, it's just like, but like, there's some girls on the team, you guys, and they've never once really posted about anything. And they've been in the business like a year and a half. Like, we need to talk about why we're doing this. If our goal is to sign up distributors and build a team. Because network marketing, you guys, is all about, it's all about us and helping people and who we are, right? And people are going to join you based on you and why you're doing this and what your goals are and how you're helping people, right? So that's the biggest thing. And the more people who talk about that and share their story and their why, they're going to, I talk about the opportunity and my why in some way every single day. And I always sign up distributors and customers. But I'm I make it a priority. The only time I didn't post, I think, was about a week or so while my dad was really, in December. But for me, yeah, I am grieving, but throwing myself into my business helps me, I don't know. And I'm like an emotional, like, I'm so hormonal right now. Oh my gosh. But like, the more I talk about, the more I talk about, like, whether I talk about things that other people can relate to, like, I'm really focusing on other moms. So I talk about like pregnancy, or I talk about, kindness, or I talk about like my dad, or I talk about things that you're gonna, get emotion from people, right? Like, if I'm just like this rigid bitch on Facebook, right? No one's like, I'm not, right? But like,
no, and with that in mind, if you were
like, yeah, you are, Chad. I'm just joking.
No, with that in mind, if you were posting while you were going through all that sadness and depression with your dad, if you were posting during that, people would think you were a heartless bitch. So it's,
well, you know what?
Okay,
and like,
to take those 2 weeks off,
I waited a few days after. You
have to.
I just didn't really know what I wanted to say yet. And Jay's like, Tanis, like, your business, you need to share this. And I just didn't. I waited until my mom and all of us had told everyone before I put a post on Facebook. But I had to share that because everybody knows I've been talking about this. And like, if you have a loss, like Cindy, I know you talk about your loss. Like, not everybody's comfortable doing that. But if it's therapeutic. Hey, Cindy, like when you talk about it?
I wasn't comfortable with doing that, but you brought me out, and I was able to do that because of you. So thank you.
Well, but it makes, so it just makes, somebody else might have that same, like situation. So they can connect. And actually, one of my potentials, Cindy, like, she was really just interested in being a customer. And from the party last night, you telling your story, she was kind of the same way. Her husband passed away and her house was in pre-foreclosure. So she it was relatable.
Yeah,
And now she's like, I think I want to do this.
I see
So,
that.
I mean, that's like everybody is different, but there's always going to be somebody out there that can relate to our story.
That's
Yeah.
why we do it, right? That's why we tell it, is because
And like talking about other things too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like
no, it's okay.
talking about other things too. Like, you know, we don't want to sound like a broken record and always talking about the same thing. But if we're human, right? The more vulnerable you are and the more you share, like I am open and I share about, like, I know even Joanna was talking about her anxiety and everything today, and I'm open. I'll share about, like, you know, battles with depression, and like I know a million people who have some type of mental illness. Like, I really think everybody has some type of issue that they struggle with, whatever it is, right? So I talk about that because I think
Amen, sister.
no, I think everybody, like, and you know what, and like my dad did too, and like I'm very open about that, and like, you know, and like I'm open about the struggles I've had, and even though I'm successful in my business and all this stuff, like I still have my struggles, I still have my demons, and I am open about that on Facebook because I want people to know that we're like, outside of It Works, like no one knows that like this person's an ambassador, this person's a diamond. Like, who cares? We're just people. Like, I don't care if someone's an executive on my team or a presidential. I will treat you the same way. Like, I don't care how much money someone makes. I do care about people's work ethic, about people's drive, about what people's why are. I do care about stuff like that because I can only help someone as much as they're going to help themselves. You know, like Robin says she wants to go presidential and she twiddles her thumb for a week. Well, she's not going to. I'm just saying an example, right? But like, you know, like if she's running and she wants this, like I know she does, like I want to help her. I want to help her team, like all you guys, right? But like, then you guys, I have some people on my team and one of my best friends is on my team and I have to have talks with her sometimes, like, hello, like, what are you doing? Let's go, right? So, you know, like, it's just, you can't do it for people. You can help them, but I will always be the one. I will always root you on if you were pushing for a promotion. I'll always be there to help. I'm not going to say I'm going to do everything for you because you need to be doing it and you need to be becoming that leader to get there, right? Because I'll tell you right now, like, people who are built to presidential or whatever, it doesn't last, obviously. You want to have leaders who are going to do it with you and help you. And it's great that we all have each other, you guys. Like, having an upline or sideline or people who are there and rooting for you in your corner, it's really important. Like, you know, I had Jackie and Steph, but nobody needed me to promote. You know what I mean? Like, I am so far down underneath Denise, but like, look at the volume that Denise has because of the people that are all, you know what I mean? So a lot of people like come in through other people. Like, you know, I mean, like, you might sign up someone, Cindy, who does nothing, but that person might sign up a rock star. Like, and it happens all the time. I see it happen all the time. There's a girl on Carol Ann's team who literally, there was a girl who signed up, did nothing. Then there was another girl. Then there's this like old woman, you guys, who signed up this girl who is like a total rock star.
What do you mean by old woman?
No, like, you guys, this woman is like old, like old. Like, I
Like,
think
are we talking 80? 70?
I'm talking like I think she's like 100.
50? What? Come on, give me a break here.
I'm talking like 100. Like, I think the woman's like in her 90s.
Oh, okay. She's still alive. God
Like,
bless her
she's
soul.
old. She's old.
Okay.
And like, she signed up this girl who's like a total rock star. But like, if that girl didn't sign up and this girl, like, Carol Ann wouldn't have that huge leg underneath her, right? Like, like, don't think that if you don't sign, like, yeah, you want to sign up someone who becomes a rock star, but you could also sign up, Margie, but you could also sign up someone who could be a great Ruby leader and then signs up someone who wants to go diamond or double, right? Like, I also know that they're changing things with the customer plan, the compensation plan. I know they're making some big changes that they're announcing at conference. So I think they're going to be really good. And I kind of have an idea, but can't really say because I think they're really going to be making some big changes to help all of us. I think they're going to get rid of some things so they can focus more on just better things, right? Mark keeps talking about how he wants us to be more like Amazon, right? So I don't know. The customer plan, I agree with it. Yet, auto ship's good, yet it's not, right? It's good to get people on board, and yeah, I don't know how I really feel about it. It's good, pluses and minuses, right? Like I know you guys had it in the US in like November when they did that trial of it, and you sign people on, which is good, and I think it's a good thing. Does anyone have anything else they want to talk about? And then, what time is it? Okay, we've been on for like an hour. Excuse me, I just burped again.
It's that pregnancy, girl. It's okay.
Guys, I burp all the time. I'm literally burping all the time.
Like I tell my 3-year-old grandson, just say, excuse me, dear.
Oh, so you're comparing me to your 3-year-old grandson.
No, it's just burping in general.
I'm just joking. What's his name?
Owen.
Oh, that's cute. I have my boy's name picked out, and my dad's name's the middle name.
And what is that?
David's the middle name.
Oh,
the first name I'm
excellent.
not sharing. The first name I'm not sharing. I think that's bad luck. I don't know.
No, it's not bad luck.
Yeah, people start like talking about the name, and I don't know.
Well, he was supposed to be a girl, and at the last moment, they found out he was a boy. So we had to change the cake, the colors, everything.
Aww.
It was quite funny, actually.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I'm excited for this year. I really am. I'm still kind of like, I don't want to say I'm in a slump, but I'm kind of in a place where I'm getting organized again. I'm excited. I'm excited about Florida because, like I said, I didn't know if I was going to go. I'm not like physically and mentally excited about it because I just feel like I'm tired all the time. But I'm excited to see you guys and the team and the excitement because I need that. But I won't be like partying at night like I was last year.
Look at your face. That must have been one heck of a party.
I'm so drunk. Hi, baby. Oh, you guys. And then my parents' dog passed away a day before my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And I literally had to take him into the vet. Like, I was laying on the floor. I just came from my ultrasound, and I was laying on the floor, and I literally probably could have taken the knee myself to do it because he was in so much pain. It was so awful. And I told my mom right there, I was like, honestly, I could be a vet because, and I loved that dog, but I wanted to put him out of his misery. Like, it was awful. It was like my dad's best friend and then my dad the next day. Like, it was crazy. He was a good dog. So I have to have my dog now has to live forever. I told her that. I love my dog so much. Like, I love Honey so much. She's just like, she knows I'm pregnant. She knows like my dad's gone. She knows her buddy Kiko's gone. And they just know. They're just like,
they're very smart.
She just lays on my, like she'll lay beside me and put her paw. Oh.
Yep.
Christy, you know, Honey.
She's protecting your child.
She's just a baby. Oh, she's just a suck. But you guys, I'm really excited. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm proud of you guys. And don't worry if you've had like a crap, whatever, month or year or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, everything can change right now. Like, I've seen it happen on the team. I've seen it happen with myself. I've pulled myself out of funks, and I've been in funks up and down. I might hide it well because I still post and but like, there's a difference between posting and like showing up and like posting and showing up and being there. There is a really big difference because I've been both. And yeah, so I'm excited. It's going to be a good year. I just feel a big shift, with everything. I think everybody needed a new year.
I agree with you. And Tanis, bless you. Thank you. I'm so grateful you're part of our team.
Thank you guys. Thanks so much for the Zoom. It was fun. We should do this every week if you guys want. I'd love to.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I might do my hair for you next time. And put
Should
on
we
a
plan
bra.
on that? Should we plan on this time every week? Every Thursday?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Everybody?
Is this time good?
Okay, high five. Yep, let's do it. Yep, high five.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
We should plan on that because if we don't plan on it ahead of time, it won't
Okay,
happen. So.
I'm in. Or even 7:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
7:30 is good.
The 15th.
I was thinking that, well, I was thinking that Leanne's was at 8. So that's why I was like, that would give us 45 minutes.
That too, and then she had texted me. And you guys, I really, it starts in like 13 minutes. Honestly, like, I want you guys to listen to, like, she is red. Like, she's a nurse and she has like no yellow in her. Like, she is so red. Like, I'm trying to figure her out, and she's like intense. Like, she's very, like, you'll hear her. Like, she'll come on, you guys. Like I said, she signed 41 customers in her first month. I've never seen anyone on the team do that. Never. But it's simple,
awesome.
like the things that she does. So, like, that's what I meant. She's a newbie, and like, I'm learning from her. Like, we can all learn from everybody, right? So,
Right.
you know, there's people like Denise asks me tips about stuff. Like, and Denise has been in the business forever, and, you know, and she's a black diamond, and, you know, like, Denise has really good strengths, but she, you know, might, like, we can all help each other. It doesn't matter what rank we are, or it really doesn't matter. Like, I've seen girls who come in who are newbie or executive or rubies that I'm like, wow, like, they're doing that? Like, wow. Like, so we can all learn from each other. It doesn't matter our rank, how long we've been in, or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I think sometimes it's better to have new blood in there because
yeah.
You know, like Mary Carmen, who is actually, she's like new on our team, Stella. Anyway,
Yeah. She added me on Facebook today.
Yeah, okay. So she showed me a way to post my website on Facebook. There's a way to do it. All you have to do, and I talked to Robin about it, she already knew, but you just go into Wix, W-I-X, and create a website there, and you can link your It Works to it, so you can post it on people's posts. When they say, oh, I'm supporting small business, blah, 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 put your post below. You know how we couldn't do that before because Facebook would say we couldn't? You can post this Wix website with a link to your eSuite.
Yeah. Well, you can, but you can do that. Our keto, we can post the keto website. Like, what is it? Whatever,
Start Keto Today.
StartKetoToday.com. That one isn't blocked on Facebook.
It's amazing that like newbies can teach us things. I mean, I think it's great.
Well, we've had Zooms on that other one before, on that Wix.
Apparently I wasn't on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I knew about that.
I didn't. So to me, it's amazing because now I have a link that I can post on my post itself, or if somebody else asks, I can post it in Messenger and they can take them to my website. Nice hair.
Yeah, you can put your link tree
It's all
too.
tangled.
Nice hair.
It's all tangled. I went to bed with my hair wet, and it's just a big mush.
So how do you get that out?
What?
How do you get that out? Lots of conditioner.
I better start brushing my hair like a normal person. I brush my daughter's hair because she has to go to school, and I'm just home all the time. Jeez. Okay, you guys. I'm going to log off because I'm going to log into the other Zoom, and thank you for this. And let's do it every week. It's
all right.
The importance of being connected and holding ourselves accountable is huge.
I think we should.
The power of one, you guys. Signing up a couple distributors every month, helping your team do the same. If you have people on your team not working, focus on new people. You know, don't give up on people. That's not what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. Okay.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.